Welcome to What's Your Story? So specialty cheeses, wines, caviar, chocolate. You may think I'll be going to Italy, but no. I'm right here in Royal Palm Place in Boca Raton, and I'll be speaking with the owner, Blair Level, as he describes to us behind his thought to creating this unique experience at Gourmet File. The US, a melting pot of people and cultures that span generations. To many, the US offers an opportunity to realize a dream. The dream of starting their own business. But what's the story behind that dream? So tell me, what's your story? So the story behind the business, let's start with that. So Blair, tell me, what was your inspiration for opening this specialty store?
Well, it's kind of a complicated story, actually. My wife is a mathematics professor from St. Petersburg, Russia. And at the time that we were married, 6 years ago, I had a software firm. And one of her best friend worked for me in my software firm. And we did recommendation engine software. Anyway, when she came over to Florida, she attempted to get a teacher certification. The process was very complicated, and she had to take all these pedagogy courses and everything. She got a little frustrated, so she took a job as a gourmet food rep and went around Florida and sort of learned the business. And I started going to these fancy food shows with her, and we both got involved in it, and we decided let's do something entrepreneurial together. So that's how we ended up with this business.
So looking back, do you ever think or thought that you would be in this position as an entrepreneur?
No, I never expected this, but I'm always open to new avenues that present themselves. They say everybody has 5 different careers in their lifetime, and I have been doing software for 35 years. It's a kind of a magnet.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of demand in the field, so sort of once you're in, you kind of stay in, because there's always something to do. And I kind of decided it would be an interesting thing to try something new.
Interesting, something to do. Many persons are hesitant to go out on their own for, being afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Tell us some of the hurdles that you had started a new business.
Yeah, well, I don't offer a lot of encouragement for new entrepreneurs there. It's a huge risk. I've never been risk averse, but it took us more than a year just to get our renovations done, to get everything inspected, and architecture drawings and contractors, and it was kind of a nightmare getting it going. And we opened our doors about 6 months ago. So I would say over a year of preparation just to open this store. And you can see it's a gorgeous store.
Oh, it is.
So there was a lot of work that went into that and a lot of time. And, you know, just it's hard. It's hard to start a business. So
It definitely is, but you made it.
yeah.
And 6 months in, and
Yeah.
you're still going strong.
Yes. Yes.
So tell me, the name. Is there a story behind the name Gourmet Pie?
Well, so the suffix "phile" is a Greek suffix meaning lover of. So you have Anglophile, Francophile, you know, people that love things from England and France. And so we thought, why not Gourmetphile? And we looked and found that the domain was available, and it just seemed like a cute name, and so that's how we ended up there.
So on your website, you have indicated that you want this to be a fun place where people can come and experience a different sense of ambience, a different style of cheeses, wines, chocolates. So tell me a little bit more about your idea then to bring this to Boca and to Florida.
Well, so it seemed to me from living up here that Boca needed a gourmet, a high-end gourmet store. They're really, you know, there's not much more than maybe Whole Foods, and you know, it seemed to me that there was a place for a store that has caviar and you know, boutique wines and fancy cheeses and meats.
Right.
And so we're trying to fill that niche.
And how has the response been from the persons around?
I would say for a new business, the first 6 months has been pretty good. You know, everybody does well around Christmas and New Year's. I think for where we are in the business, for only being open for 6 months, we're doing fine.
And so we'll come back to that right after these messages.
When you book with Air Transat, you're already on vacation. Air Transat. Vacation is calling.
Welcome back. So I'm here again with Blair. And Blair, tell me, just before the break, you were telling us about the different audiences or customers that you're seeing and the different seasons. You said sometimes this time is a bit slow.
Yeah, summer is a slow season in Florida generally. You know, all the snowbirds go back up north. So, you know, we're very interested in cultivating relationships with the locals. And we're out in the community, done a lot of community engagement, over probably a dozen events so far, out in the community, charity events and things like that. Boca Bacchanal,
Okay.
Helping Hands, we're doing a thing this Monday with them. So we're trying to get involved in the community and establish a relationship. It's a lot of work running a business, especially a new business. Anybody that's watching this that wants to do something entrepreneurial, get ready to work harder than you ever worked in your life before.
Yes, like I said, because it's all on you, right?
Yes, it's well, we have help, but you know, ultimately the buck stops here. It's my wife and I are the final arbiters of any advertising that goes out, all of the products we have say something about us. So you know, there's a lot of pride.
So tell me, how large is your team here?
We have Melanie, our chef. We have Jeffrey, our sommelier. We have my wife and I, and we have some service people and some web help. So it's it's a distributed team. It varies, anywhere from 6 to 8 people. So that's, yeah.
Okay.
significant.
And now tell me, are you open every day, special days, special
We're-
times?
We're open Tuesday through Sunday, and Sunday we close a little early at 5.
Okay.
The other days we're open from 11 to 9 at night,
Okay.
and we're closed on Mondays to recuperate.
Okay, wonderful. After we come back from the break, I'm going to see a little bit or talk a bit more about the different rooms that you offer here in
Yeah.
Gourmet Farm. We'll be right back.
At travelwell101.com, we will help you find and book the perfect vacation or weekend getaway. We have over 2 million hotels worldwide in our database, so we are sure to give you the lowest price on your stay. We will also help you book flights and car rentals. Our goal is to take the stress out of booking a vacation so you can enjoy the entire process. We are the first and last stop for that perfect vacation. Go to travelwell101.com.
Back to What's Your Story, and I'm here at Gourmet Farm with Blair. Now, Blair, before the break, you were telling us about the different areas in the store that you offer unique experiences to your customers. Could you tell us a little bit more about those?
Well, we have a tasting room which we're in, which accommodates 12 to 14 people. Then we have an outdoor patio area out there, which we can accommodate another, 30, 35 people. Then we have a main retail space where we have cheese and charcuterie from around the world. We have tapenades and chutneys and all kinds of fancy mustards and salts and things. Ice cream. Then we have a chocolate room,
Yes.
which is a dedicated temperature and humidity control space for the chocolate. And likewise, we have the wine cellar, which is also temperature and humidity control. So that's the store.
Okay. And it's quaint, it's like hidden, but it's a gem.
Yeah.
It's definitely a gem. Now tell us, where do you get these products from? Because these are not your everyday products.
Well, most of our products are imported from Italy and France, Spain, mostly European products. Some things from Turkey, and wines from all over the world. But I don't want to say that we don't have domestic products. We do carry award-winning cheeses from Vermont and California, and if there's something that garners some worldwide attention, were interested in it.
Okay.
So yeah, the best of the best from all over the world.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And tell me, now, people may look at cheeses who are not connoisseur of cheeses and say, oh, it's just another cheese.
Yeah.
But that's not correct, is it?
Well, that's why you have to taste the cheeses. But we do have like a 48-month Parmigiano Reggiano. We have a 26-month Gouda. We have some fantastic cheeses. This is if you can maybe show them the products here. So this is a Moliterno Truffle Pecorino. This is a Wagyu beef Bresaola. It's a Wagyu beef is a high-end Japanese beef that's dry cured in the Italian style. And then we have Serrano ham, we have Marcona almonds, we have, this is a truffle Gouda. So both of these have truffles in them.
Okay.
You can see the truffles.
Right.
We have Amarena strawberries here, which are like a hand-picked strawberry they're wild strawberries from Tuscany.
Oh.
They're like, they grow around the edges of forests and stuff.
Oh, okay.
They
They're
have-
handpicked.
They have more strawberry punch to them than 10 normal strawberries. They're just
Okay.
very intense. This is a candied walnut. It's actually a whole walnut, including the shell. And when they preserve them, because they pick them when they're green, the shell is thin. And
So
when
it
they
falls
preserve them,
off.
so you get a little bit of a tan in the shell. And they're so great on like a blue cheese.
Okay.
And these strawberries are fantastic on like a brie.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a basil jelly. This is a pear moussard. A moussard is basically like a confit with a little bit of extra, little mustard in it to give it a little
Okay.
spice.
Okay.
So we have all kinds of exotic products here.
And what is your clientele? I want to get more into who are you seeing coming through your door. We'll
Well-
talk a little bit more about that after the break.
Okay. About some of our products, I really want you to try this Amarena strawberry. And
I mean, it sounds delectable.
Yeah.
It sounds unique. It sounds like something I've never had before. So definitely, I
now
want
it's
to.
time to put it in your
Yeah.
mouth. It's really strawberry.
Intense.
Yeah, very intense.
Just like you said.
Yep.
It's like
Yep.
nothing I've ever tasted before.
Yeah. And you can try the walnut there if you want.
It's intense. It's like nothing I've ever tried before.
Yeah.
You know, it's a concentrated taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me try this now. This is the walnut. You said.
Yeah,
Okay. This too has a unique taste.
yeah.
You're definitely not going to find this around town in
No.
any shop.
There's nobody that carries this.
So Blair, tell us, who are the type of people that you see walk through your door?
Well, so we get foodies, we get chefs coming in here to buy ingredients, we get anophiles, people who want wines that you can't find in big box stores,
Right.
want to try something unique that has been highly curated. We have our own sommelier. We have 5 people that have tasted every wine that's in our wine cellar, and we have a one-person veto rule. So if somebody
Yes.
doesn't like it, it
It doesn't
doesn't
make it.
go on our shelf. So
Wow.
there really are no bad bottles in there. And I, in terms of sort of who we have in our store, I just want to say this is not a store, for wealthy people. It's a store for people who love
And appreciate.
superlative food.
Yes.
And our prices are not exorbitant. We don't have huge markups. We just want to be a gathering place for foodies.
Do you host special events, parties?
Yes, we have actually 2 wine tastings a week. Well, wine tastings and food classes, Thursday and Friday. So all of our wine tastings are with gourmet food pairings because we have a very complete panoply of gourmet flavors that we can combine with the
Because
wines.
then you know exactly what
Yeah.
wines go with what.
Yeah, I mean, wine should not be enjoyed in isolation from food. Many people buy wines that get high ratings in blind tastings, and blind tastings are an abomination. Blind tastings don't allow you to see how a wine works with food, and in Europe, they don't have certain wines can be consumed just as sippers during the day, but
Right.
mostly it's eaten
With a
meals.
meal, yes.
And so you need to try these wines with various food flavors and see what works. And that's why we have both a sommelier and a chef on
Right.
staff.
Yeah.
They can work
Together,
together
right.
and achieve these pairings and give you advice on what goes with what.
Definitely.
You don't get that kind of high-level knowledge.
So it's a little bit of, it's a lot of experience that you're gaining, but also some education to go with it.
Yeah. And I think that's what we offer to the people that come in. We have reasonably priced caviar. We have, we also have high-end stuff. So it's a complete gamut from very reasonable. We have some $10 bottles of wine in there.
Oh, really?
And we have a lot of wines for under 20. So, and then we can move up. Many of our wines are in the 30 to 40 range, and they're all really great wines. Many of these wineries are small batch wineries that maybe a stone's throw from like some of the really famous names that you might have heard of,
Right.
and they're a quarter of the price,
Right.
because we're able
Yeah, you want
find
people
good
to
value.
actually to be buying the
Right,
stuff.
right, exactly. So,
I'm interested about chocolate room. Tell me a little bit about that.
the chocolate room, yeah. So we have artisanal chocolates from Annie Lupani, and she's a half Indonesian. She does these wonderful chocolates that have, well, you'll see them in a minute, but they're like hand painted and very sculptural, a lot of dimensionality to them. And the ganaches are just amazingly tasty.
So we'll explore a little bit more about that after the break.
Streamlight flashlights have been passed from generation to generation of heroes. And with innovations like light beams for every kind of task, there's even more reasons that this generation of heroes trust Dreamlight.
People buy Moen shower heads for their amazing spray power. I say the way magnetic snaps back into place is a game changer. Now, if only Moen could help me get some privacy in here. Moen, buy it for looks, buy it for life.
Story, I'm your host, Camille. And as as I continue with Blair, tell me, what's the difference then in why one wine may be more expensive than another?
Well, so there are wines that are just inherently more rare because there may be a small plot of land where they come from, where the sunshine is, it's a hillside with some elevation facing the sun, and that particular area in some small place in France
Right.
has been used for centuries to make wine because it's just the perfect drainage in the soil, and so the microclimate is extremely important. And as you experience wine, you find that your taste, you get more and more familiar with the balance and structure of the wine, and how much acidity you like, and what kinds of wines you like.
Right.
So that's the most important thing, is your subjective experience of the wine. You may be perfectly happy with a $10 bottle of wine, but as you get more experienced with it, and somebody introduces you to a $40 bottle of wine, you may be like, wow, that's really an experience.
Right.
I may not drink this every day, but I want this on my birthday, or when I have friends over, or important business, people that I want to impress. Maybe I'll pull out an $80 Brunello, for example. The 2010 Brunellos are the best vintage in the last 50 years.
And what makes it so?
Well, it's about weather in that particular vintage year.
Right.
With wine and truffles, you say a good year for wine is a bad year for truffles. and vice versa. Because
Yes.
truffles want it really humid and it's
Yes.
fungus, right?
Right.
So wines, you want some rain in the beginning of the season, you want to back off when that rain in the end of the season. It just doesn't always work that way. Mother
right.
Nature doesn't
Exactly.
cooperate.
Exactly.
So there's certain vintage years that are just awesome. And
2010 was one of those
yeah,
years.
well, we're on top of that stuff. We have a dedicated sommelier for the store that reads about this stuff
Yes.
all the time.
Right.
And when we found out that these 2010 Brunellos were coming out, because they have to be aged for at least 5 years, because it's a very tannic grape to
Yes.
make them with.
Yes.
So when we found out that they were coming available, we bought a good stock of them, and you can't find them anymore.
So this
They
is the
got
place.
Snapped up, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the place to experience that.
Yep.
Awesome. I also saw that you did gift baskets. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we can make a custom gift basket out of any item in the store. You can just walk around the store if you want. Fancy gift basket, maybe you put some caviar, some blinnies in it, and some really fancy champagne. If you want, something for a client, maybe you're a real estate firm or a law firm, and you want to give out baskets to your clients. We can do gift baskets in the $50 range, and we do free delivery. So
Oh, awesome.
where are you going to find that?
And like I said, it's not everyday item, so it's really
Exactly.
unique. It's a special gift then that you're going to be offering.
And they're gorgeous. I mean, they're really beautiful baskets. We can look at some when we take a look through the store. We have the tastings. We have a menu of sandwiches and salads and cheese and charcuterie plates that we'll serve here on premise. You can buy a bottle of wine right here in the store and consume it without a corking fee.
Oh.
So if you go to a restaurant,
Yes.
you're going to pay a 2.5 times markup
Because of
for that same
yeah, right.
and here you get that wine at retail and you drink it right here. So it's a great deal. If you want to have a romantic dinner for two with your wife or significant other, you can save yourself $30-40 right there. Get a really great wine instead of some mediocre bottle
Right.
of grape juice for an inflated price.
And then with the ambience, it's just the perfect setting for that kind of event.
Yeah, it's very romantic out in our courtyard, especially in the evening. It's really, it's a small green space, it's intimate, and our tasting room is really great. So, yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait now to explore the store and see the many offerings that Gourmet Farm has in store for us. Join us after we come back after the break with a tour of the store.
When you book with Air Transat, you're already on vacation. Air Transat. Vacation is calling.
People buy Moen shower heads for their amazing spray power. I say the way Magnetics snaps back into place is a game changer. Now, if only Moen could help me get some privacy in here. Moen, buy it for looks, buy it for life.
Streamlight flashlights have been passed from generation to generation of heroes. And with innovations like light beams for every kind of task, there's even more reasons that this generation of heroes trust Dreamlight.
Blair, tell me, are any of these things local?
We do try to support local products where we can. Jolene's Jar is a local product. It's pickled vegetables. We have a nice salad dressing from Smart Girl.
Okay.
So we do try to support local.
Well, I'm from the island, so I'm looking for my chutneys, and I saw you have some chutneys right here, so you know this is the place to be then.
Yeah. I mean, most of our stuff, to be honest, is from Italy, France, or Spain.
Right.
We have some things from Turkey, a few items here and there, but most of it is imported from Europe.
Okay, I'm also seeing behind us that you have some mushrooms, and again, these are reasonably priced.
Yeah. So, I think dried mushrooms are available. As you can see, it's really cheap, and that's gonna really spice up something that you're
Definitely.
So we have a very reasonable markups. We don't try to gouge anybody.
Right, and that's what I'm seeing in the store, that prices are very reasonable.
Yes. We want to be a place for foodies, not just people that are in the 1%. We do also want to carry superlative products that go all the way up the range.
Right.
But it's a comfortable place for a middle class person to come in and shop for some goodies. That's
your
our
aim.
goal.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested again in that chocolate room.
Well, let's go in.
All right.
Gorgeous artisanal chocolates. They're hand painted. They're very sculptural. The woman that does these is half Indonesian, so her tastes are very, very interesting. Let me let you try. So this is lychee basil, which is kind of a...
Is that a popular one?
Yeah.
Okay. And I noticed that the temperature in the room is controlled. Is there a reason behind this?
Well, it just keeps everything much fresher. I mean, try this mango.
I love the color on this.
Mango caramel. It's gorgeous, right?
It is.
Yeah.
And this is hand painted.
Yeah, and you can see. We
nice
have these
gift
wonderful
box.
gift boxes.
Awesome.
It makes a very impressive present.
No. Somebody's looking for some nice Christmas gifts.
Go ahead and try that. That's a mango caramel.
Okay.
And it tastes really mangoey.
Yeah, and it has the mango fruit inside.
Yeah.
Chocolate,
Very,
fruit.
very intense. Yeah. In fact, I think I'm gonna have one. One of my favorites.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Well, the guava tamarind is actually my favorite, but I like these too.
Yeah, and I like guava and tamarind. Again, island flavor. flavors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where's that one?
Oh, the cloud hammer?
Oh yes. And yeah, the color.
And look how it spirals up, like,
Yeah.
that's really unique.
Let's get this. So this is the guava tamarind.
Tamarind, yeah.
Yeah. Flavors again from the Caribbean that I know and love.
Yeah.
So let me try this one. Guava.
Yeah, and she does just enough. She doesn't club you over the head with the
Oh, yeah.
tamarind. You know,
Yeah.
it's just enough to give
It's a
it
hint,
Yeah,
but you know it's there.
yeah, it's wonderful.
Mm.
And this behind you is Amadei. They won the Golden Bean Award 13 times.
Wow.
So it's one of the premier
Okay.
chocolatiers in the world. It's from Tuscany,
Yes.
and
You carry them.
yeah, they have a lock on some of the best terroir in South America for the beans. So this is a 100% Criollo, which is the most aromatic chocolate there is, the most aromatic bean. And if you don't want sugar,
Right.
you can, it's a little bitter at first,
Okay.
but it's amazing.
All right. So let's now go into the wine room. Remember you telling me that each of these bottles have been tasted.
Yeah.
So
everyone-
there's nothing in here that has not been approved.
Right, and tasted by 5 different people. So we've had 3 sommeliers go through our collection, and these wines are they're not all super expensive as I indicated.
Yeah, I'm
before.
looking at these
It's like
prices.
$12.
$10?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, and these are great wines. I mean, where are you going to get a Viognier for $9.99?
Exactly.
And like I say, we've tried them all. They're really great. Here's a really nice Brunello. It's 52, but
And this is the 2010 you were talking
yeah,
about.
exactly. It's like the best vintage in the last 50 years. So we try to jump on things that we know are going to be amazing.
About how many different wines do you use?
About 300.
Wow.
So it's not a large space.
But you
But
carry
we
a
carry
lot.
well, see, we have back storage for like this isn't all of our wines.
Right.
So we have one bottle on the shelf, but then we have back storage for a lot more wine. So we want to offer people a lot of variety. If you go to a big box store, you're not going to
You get that.
yeah, so we've got unusual wines here, wines you're not going to find anywhere, a lot of them.
But Blair, let me just say, I commend you for taking the initiative to bring something like this to Florida, and also an experience that many persons who, probably like myself, will never thought of having right here.
Yeah.
It's unique, it's cozy.
I mean, you might expect to see something like this in Europe
Yeah,
or in New York, but you're not going to find it in South Florida typically. I mean, look at it, it's a beautifully appointed store.
it definitely is.
Yeah.
It looks like everything, it's in the perfect place.
Yeah.
It's laid out well, the atmosphere, your wife is so charming.
Yeah.
I come in here and I feel at home.
Yeah, my daughter works here too,
So it's a family business.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And that also spells for success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we can offer people a wonderful experience, and they feel welcome here, and they have a great time. Our tastings, there's always a lot of laughing, coming out of the tasting room.
Yeah.
It's a blast.
It's a new experience.
Yeah.
So you never know where your dreams may take you. Yes? And everyone have a story. What's your story? you're interested in learning more about Gourmet Fowl, please visit their website at gourmetfowl.com. You may also contact them at 561-757-6208.